Anderson
Yes.
and
So in this scenario here, you've got the 6 Confederate units up there to the north, and then everybody else, all the Unions to the southeast. You can see they start with some of them start with a little bit of fatigue already, and really this is a very straightforward. You see those 3 little Confederate flags. Essentially, what the Confederates want to do by the end of the turn is, if they can get a unit into Gettysburg and have no Union units in the other 2 flag hexes there, the Evergreen and the Culp's Hill, then they get 5 victory points. And I think there's some enhancements to that as well, but it's a really low, all they need is 3 points, 3 victory points for a marginal victory. So if they can achieve that, that's pretty much all they need to do. And then it scales down if they get to Gettysburg, but there's a Union unit in either one of the other hexes, then it's only worth 2 points to them. And then if they get to Gettysburg, but there's a Union unit in both of those, then they only get 1. So they can either get 5 victory points, 2, or 1, depending on the quality of occupying the area around Gettysburg. And it's -2 to the Confederates if a Union unit occupies Gettysburg at the end of the game.
do any other counters come onto the map later?
Nope, this is a one and done. So as soon as you use up all of the fatigue markers, that's the challenge of it. You have to manage it just right. As soon as you use up all 6 of the Confederates, then that's pretty much game over.
Okay, so Unions are kind of defending then.
Yep.
Alright, well maybe I'll start with the Union.
Okay, playing the prevent defense. I'm looking at the little asterisk here. It says if the Confederate player fulfills the VP requirement, he receives 7 victory points instead of 5 if Confederate units occupy 2 of the following 3 hexes at the end: the Peach Orchard, Round Top, or the Parsonage. So it's got some extra hexes there. So it's possible if they can get even better than just capturing Gettysburg, then they'll get the 7 victory points instead of 5. Okay, so you see if there's a predetermined first, no special rules, 1 turn only, and it's all just based on how well the Confederates gain and lose victory points in this. And manpower losses are +1, -1, so Union gains a point. I'm sorry, Confederates gain a point if they inflict Union losses, and they lose a point if they lose losses themselves. So we will determine the initiative first. I'll roll mine. Okay, well, I guess I will activate Ewell first, and he will activate the 2 units there within his command radius. Looks like both of them are at fatigue 1.
Is this command radius 4?
It's 3. Oh yeah. To explain on there, the 4 is his tactical rating, and the 6 is his command ability for initiating assaults. All leaders in here have just a natural 3 hex combat or command radius. So as long as they've got units within 3 hexes, they can activate them. And let's see what kind of die roll I get. They get a +2 for his activation, so here we go. So I got 5 points to work with. Here we go. Okay, and I will remove their trails. And we roll initiative.
Well, I think I'm going to activate Sickles, and I'm assuming he has a 3 radius, so he'll also activate the Bernie guy next to him. I don't remember what the org counters for.
That just tells you what their quality of battle is right now. So everyone starts organized, and either through combat or extended march, they may become disorganized. In which case, they're about you'll see a combat number, which is about 66% of the full manpower that you see there on the front. So on the front, maybe 14, and if they were flipped, it'd be like 10 or 11.
Okay, so it looks like all these little lines are roads here, and that's just a 1 movement point.
That's it. And by activating using Sickles, you get a +1 to your die roll, so whatever you roll, that's what you'll get. Very nice, so you get 7 movement points.
Okay, I don't see like a road line from 3306 to 3305, but it looks like it's open terrain. Is that 1 movement point to go up there?
No, that's 3 points if you want to go into a clearing without a road.
Was that 7?
That was 7.
Okay, they both move 7.
Okay, next initiative. Okay, back to you.
Okay, in hindsight, maybe I should have stopped Sickles earlier so he could pick up some other units in his command radius. Just, thinking out loud there.
I think only those 2 units are his, because everybody else looks like they're the 11th. You got Hooker's first corps over there, so yeah, I mean it's just those 2 for him, so he's probably pretty good already.
Okay, so it's not anybody in his command radius, it's only people that belong to him.
Exactly.
Okay, Sickles is going to activate again and keep moving.
Okay, This time he's going to be going to fatigue level 3. So what's going to happen here is for each one of them, before they each move, you'll roll a die to see if they become disorganized through extended march. And because they're for the Union, they automatically get a +1 to their die roll. So if you get a 6 with the modified die roll, then just flip that from organized to disorganized for that particular unit.
Okay, so they're still organized, and now I roll to see how far they can move.
You'd roll first to find out how far they roll, or how far they move, and then for each one individually, then you do an extended march roll.
Okay, they move 3, and now I'll roll for sickles. Okay, here's the roll for Sickles, his dudes down there.
They're stragglers, so if you just expand that stack and then flip the organized, that's the only effect for them, and then they can move on as normal.
Okay, I thought a 6 made him disorganized, but a 5 does too.
Well, it's because he gets the +1 because the Union are just prone to stragglers anyway. All the wagon trains and slowpokes. In some scenarios, it's even worse. I mean, they get like +2, +3, and just, you know, they can't help but get disorganized in marching.
Okay, I still have a little problem figuring out how to select the entire stack, but I finally got it, so they moved.
Yep, just a single click should automatically grab the whole stack for you.
Is it initiative time?
It is. Here we go. Yay! Alright, what are we gonna do? I think old Dick Yule's gonna make his move again here. We'll go to fatigue level 3 and see if we can sneak them in there. And hopefully not flip. Alright, let me see what their movement is. Very nice. Okay, and we'll start with... Who's that under Yule? Rhodes will... Here's his extended march, just a straight up die roll. Okay. Okay, at this point, that cavalry has the opportunity for a cavalry retreat to run away. If they do, they'll roll a die, and they'll take that die and divide it in half, and that's how many movement points I lose from the screening process. I think you get a +1 there because that creek is in between us. And the effect on them is they'll flip to disorganized, they'll get a fatigue level, and then you just move them 4 to 6 hexes away.
Now, not knowing the game that well, is it obvious that I want to retreat the cavalry?
Well, I moved 2 spaces, and I have 5 movement points left over. So if you don't move, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to have a prepared attack on them, and he is 8 times larger than them, so he could pretty much wipe them out if they don't try to run away.
Okay, yes. They'll try to retreat. And I'm sorry, did you say that was a dice roll?
Yeah, take a die and throw it, and you'll get a +1 to that die roll. Okay, so I will lose 1 movement point, and they'll go to disorganized and fatigue level 1. And their first step on the retreat pathway looks like it will have to be towards Gettysburg. So ideally they want to follow roads, and you can go a minimum of 4 hexes and a maximum of 6.
Ignore movement points for this retreat.
Right.
Okay, they'll move there.
Okay, and I lose 1 movement point, so I got 4 left over. I forgot, Gamble also has the opportunity for a cavalry retreat. In this situation, because he only had he didn't have a creek separating him, it's just a 1. And when it's rounded down, it's no effect on him, he just runs away.
I'll get rid of the fatigue and disorganized.
Okay, now you'll continue.
Is he still fatigued? Okay, I'm done moving him.
Okay, and I think you will stop there in Gettysburg. Let me roll extended movement on early. He's okay, and he'll follow in. And I think they'll stop there. Here comes my initiative. Okay, Hill will activate Pender and Heath. Man, dice are hot tonight.
The 6 was your movement roll?
Yeah. Okay, next initiative. Back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna activate Reynolds, and he has a 3 command radius. Let me check. Let's see, he has 2 stacks of units near him that are part of his. What are they called? Units or divisions?
those are divisions within the First Corps.
So he does want to move. Can you move and entrench, or do you have to stay stationary to entrench?
Well, you can only entrench in 1863. It's an optional rule. You could, if you wanted to. Normally, you just do it during the recovery phase. But yeah, we could do it as actions if you wanted to.
I mean, is that a normal thing to do, or?
Yeah. Typically, it's 1864 and 1865, but yeah, we could do it as an 1863 rule if you'd like. What would happen is he would throw up an abatis as his action.
Well, I want to move him onto that objective first, so he won't be able to do it this time, I guess.
Okay.
So I got to roll to move. Sorry. Is that equal to 2 movement or just 1?
It's 2 with his, because he gives a +1, and they all go to. Is it just him, or is he activating the whole corps?
He's going to activate his whole corps except for his cavalry.
Okay, so they'll all get 2 movement, and they all go to fatigue 2.
Okay, they've moved. Initiative?
Okay, you're good. I will activate. Hill will activate his 2 divisions. And Devon's cavalry has the option to move, or cavalry retreat.
They will, and remind me what the dice roll is for again, to see if they get disorganized, or?
It's just how many movement points you are removing from that. If they roll a natural 1, then they lose a manpower. Okay, so I will lose a movement point, and they will go 4 to 6 away.
Ignoring terrain and roads and all that.
Yeah, they're trying to go by roads as the first priority, but yeah, they won't lose anything if they don't.
Okay, they retreated. Are they fatigued too?
Yes. And because he's